Browns give official first look at Shedeur Sanders' other TBs in game jersey. The Cleveland Browns have finally shown us a picture of Shedeur Sanders in his full game day uniform. The franchise released photos of its players as a preview of Media Day, and included were images of all four of the team's quarterbacks. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dillon Gabriel are all pictured, as well as Sanders in his No. 12 jersey. Sanders will be in fierce competition to be Cleveland's starting quarterback in training camp. With the injured Deshaun Watson is likely in the team's past, Flacco and Pickett have the inside track to replace him as the team's starting quarterback. The Browns selected Gabriel with the 97th pick in the draft, then took Sanders in the 5th round with the 144th pick. Both rookies will have to prove themselves before they see action. Sanders reportedly showed well during minicamp and even outplayed his competition by a wide margin statistically one day. Time will tell if we get to see him on the field in that jersey this season. Cleveland, the day had finally arrived. Sunlight poured down over the practice fields in Berea as Browns fans leaned over the fences, eyes wide, phones ready. The buzz had been building for months, but now, in early June, it was real. The Cleveland Browns were unveiling their quarterbacks in full game day jerseys for the first time this offseason. And at the center of it all, under a gleam of fresh orange and brown fabric, was none other than Shedeur Sanders. He jogged out of the locker room with his trademark calm confidence. No gold chain today, no flash. Just the crisp number 5 stitched on his chest and the clean sharpness of an NFL jersey hugging his shoulders. For a moment, it wasn't about college fame, famous last names, or the viral highlight reels. It was about belonging. In that jersey, Shedeur looked like he belonged. But it wasn't just him. Standing nearby was veteran Deshaun Watson, rocking the familiar number 4, eyes focused and arms crossed as if measuring the future standing beside him. Next to them, rookie camp invites and depth chart hopefuls stood shoulder to shoulder. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, looking like he had added 5 pounds of muscle, and seasoned backup Tyler Huntley, whose calm demeanor hinted at quiet leadership. This wasn't just a photo op, it was a message, the start of something new. The Browns' social media team had built up the moment with near cinematic flair, dramatic drone shots of empty fields, slow zooms on locker room nameplates, and finally, a countdown to this. The official debut of the new quarterback group in game uniforms. Fans were quick to react. Shedeur looks legit. One tweet read, already racking up thousands of likes. Others focused on the quarterback room as a whole. Best depth we've had in years. Let the best man win. The organization had clearly embraced the moment. They weren't hiding Shedeur behind a clipboard or burying him in third-string reps. They were showing him off. Fully suited, taking snaps during open drills, tossing 40-yard darts with ease. Not just a developmental piece, a presence. The Shedeur effect. What made this day so electric wasn't just the jerseys, it was the sense that this was a changing of the guard. For years, Cleveland's quarterback position had been a carousel, promising starts, crushing injuries, veteran swings that never quite panned out. But Shedeur Sanders brought something new to the table, swagger with structure. Unlike some rookies who crumble under pressure or shine only when the game is casual, Shedeur had shown time and again, in college and now in early OTA glimpses, that he knew how to command. Not just throw, not just run, but lead. Today, in that jersey, he didn't just look like the future of the Browns, he felt like it. Deshaun's watchful eyes. Still, this wasn't Shedeur's team. Not yet. Deshaun Watson, recovering from his injury and under pressure to prove himself after inconsistent stretches, stood just a few yards away, watching. Every rep Shedeur took was followed by a subtle glance, a nod, a mental note. Watson wasn't threatened, but he was aware. He knew how narratives could shift. He knew how fast a fan base, hungry for hope, could fall in love with the new guy. And if that guy wore a Sanders name, carried himself with maturity beyond his years, and could ball, the clock was ticking. But maybe that was a good thing. Competition sharpens, ego fractures. And what Cleveland needed wasn't a quarterback savior, but a room that could push each other to win. Uniforms and unwritten futures. As the sun dipped lower, the practice wrapped. But before the QBs disappeared into the locker room, the Browns staged a final shot. All four quarterbacks stood side by side, arms at their sides, facing the cameras, a moment frozen in time.